Hello, welcome to the stream. How's it going? That song is from Capcom vs SNK, the Dreamcast game. There's Select #1. Because I think there's 2 of them, probably. My guess. I don't quite remember. There you go. There might be 2. It's like a melee, like you have two menu musics, tracks, whatever. Never quite played that game. I did play it like 2 times by myself. Most of the time I watch my cousins play it, as it usually was with fighting games, Smash being the only exception. But I suck at fighting games in general. Like, besides Smash. I mean, you can make the argument that I suck at Smash too, but at least I can defend myself. On the other ones, I legitimately suck. Because I'm kind of bad with button combinations. It was fun to watch. I like what I liked the most about that game was this mechanic of having tiers of characters, like tiers built in the game. So basically, you could, you know, just like Marvel vs. Capcom, where you choose teams. Here is not just like you choose a team of 3 people, but instead you have like 4 slots, and then you have tiers of character from like 1, 2, 3, 4. And so you could choose 4 characters of tier 1, or 2 of tier 2, or 1 tier 1, 1 tier 3, for example. Or just 1 of tier 4, which were like a little bit broken. Those were like typical band character, I would say. And it was like a special Akuma, you know? Stuff like that. The tier 4 was like broken shit. Where's my flies? No, not flies, butterfly. Where is it? Can't find it. Here. Good. Just gonna send this gear somewhere else for later. Giant characters. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, it was similar to that, but focus more on like strength, and I guess probably HP too. Like probably different tiers had different HP. That's my guess. Or they would do more damage, stuff like that. I went hidden. I wanna go sunken first. For frame data, yeah. Yeah, I like that. And it was, for me, it was more entertaining. Like, I don't particularly, like, I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games, but there is a couple that I do appreciate a lot. That's one of those, I think. The other one that I really like to watch is Mortal Kombat 3. Ultimate or not, doesn't matter, or Trilogy, because basically the same mechanics. I think stuff before Mortal Kombat 3 are like too stiff for my taste, and after Mortal Kombat 3, there's something about the rhythm of the game that I don't like. Like, for example, the modern Mortal Kombats, even while the broken, like, break bones mechanic, it's kind of like fun. It sounds fun. It takes all the pace away from the battle for me. Never play it, but I watch a couple matches because I was interested. Yeah, it just felt like killing the pace all the time. Every time you get one of those, it's like watching a cutscene. They're not that long, but it's like, it's a fighting game. It's relatively fast paced, so it did feel like a cutscene for me. But yeah, in Game 3, I love. Sometimes I just like type MK3 tournament on YouTube and just watch a random stuff because I don't know anything about the scene or anything. I just like watching random matches. I like the mechanics and the meta of the game, how they use certain techniques and movement stuff to do punish and stuff. And the game is full of infinites, but they're like pretty hard to. Most of them are really hard to perform, except for like the broken characters, which are banned. So the community, I think, it's fine with the infinites, just because they require like a bunch of setup plus insane execution. Yeah, there's still people playing it. I think there's kind of a small, tiny scene. Last time I looked for videos, it was something like last year, I think. Yeah, and I think the communities are like shared between Trilogy, MK3, because of how similar they are. Yeah. But yeah, so all of those fighting games, I didn't really like play any of those. I tried, but I sucked. So I didn't enjoy playing them. But I watched them a lot. And from all of those, I think those two are like the ones I remember. and I still find kind of interesting for me to watch. And I did watch a bunch more, like, for example, Street Fighter 2, I never find it interesting. That's pretty boring for me. And the older MKs also not that interesting. Like AKM 2 and 1 are way too stiff and kind of slow for me. It's like too much spacing. And yeah. Okay, where's that? Is that like one tile away? I think that's one tile away. It's awesome. Did we hear? Yeah, nice. Okay. Getting close to 1,000 on that one. Okay, we're not that far away from the boss. I'll stop as soon as I kill it. Or as soon as I lose it. Whatever happens. That's fine. TVC? What is TVC? Tekken 7. Never play a Tekken or watch a Tekken ever. Who's the champion? Oh, Tatsunoko, yeah, okay. Yeah, the one you mentioned. The other one I kinda enjoy watching was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Just because I grew up watching that. With my cousins. Once 3 was out, being with my cousins wasn't a thing anymore. Yeah, I remember liking the music of those two games, like Capcom vs. SNK and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The other one I watched a little was Soul Calibur for GameCube. I don't remember which one is that. Like 2, I guess? I don't know. The one with Link. It wasn't that entertaining. At least for me to watch. I watched a little bit of the last Soul Calibur. Like a couple years ago. Or last year, I don't remember. That one looked a little bit more entertaining. But maybe because it was Vinny playing it. Who knows? They're inviting to Battleground, but I can't really go into Battleground now. It's 2. Yeah. Take any game, Vinny can make it entertaining. I really hope he's doing well. Apparently, like someone else, like said stuff about it. Like there was a person on Twitter that said, "Hey, I am the person whom one of the people on the document was referring to, and this statement is completely fake, or misrepresented me, and it was used against my consent." Like, everything's so shady. Yeah, it's better to stay out of drama. And the funniest part, like, or I guess like tragicomic part of all this bullshit is that even if you take every single word of the document, the statement is not even like that terrible. Like, first of all, nothing illegal. At worst, if it's true, then Vinny is kind of a shitty guy. Like, a guy that talks bad about his colleagues at their back. That's it. And I guess, yeah, there's more stuff that you can talk about, but I'd rather don't go into that. But it's like not even that bad. It's like, but a lot of people that went into the drama got into the drama. Like, first of all, using the word victims. There's no victims involved. There's just girls that apparently slept with Vinny. I mean, who knows? Maybe not. But that's like... And there's a lot of people that still saying victims. And it's like, no. Everything's consensual. Everyone, like, God, if it's true... They're like knowing what they were doing. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. No, and the worst part is that it makes it so evident that some of the people that like did the first like retweets and stuff like that of the statement, they didn't even read the thing. That's what makes me mad. Because those people were retweeting the thing saying like, yeah, it's always good to, you know, victims and all that shit. If you read the thing, you will know there's no victims. It's just... like, God. Yeah, it's a Twitter problem. Yes, indeed. Yeah, one of them... Mandalore, I think it's called. I don't know them, but apparently they're a YouTuber, like a small famous YouTuber, I guess. Retweeted because apparently someone close to them like told them that it was important to retweet it. But then, and so I think he retweeted without even reading the thing, and then made an apology because they figure out it was like so sketchy and all that, and like just sorry, I fucked up. It wasn't my business, and I didn't even read the thing. I'm sorry. Kitty, what's going on? You're crying so much today. Alright. Now it's the waiting game. I went a little bit too fast. I still need to wait like 4 minutes for the count to start. Give me a second. You wanna get up? She has been seeking for attention, but then you give her attention and she don't wants to. Yeah, basically a cat. Or a person. I feel like a lot of people are like that with relationships too, from time to time. Let's see, 14. Really isn't anything I can fit on this spot. It's too close. It's like kill stuff. Like the best I can do. Let's just kill stuff. Just because I have this skill that makes me recover HP, so I don't actually need to waste the important potions. I only waste SP potions, which is fine. Have a ton of those. Like, yeah, I'm kind of leveling up the Stabelia, I guess. Flower's looking really big. Like the size of your close hand, more or less. And then it's gonna look the size of your open hand. Okay, we're getting closer, so I'm bringing these things here. Come with me. It's a pretty big one. Scientific name is Stapelia grandiflora. As of big flower. It's literally on the scientific name. So it must be true. Yeah, I wish I had more Stabelias. I haven't got the best luck with the Stabelias. This is like the first one that really kicks out on this house. I have luck with them in the past on other houses. But the one Stabelia variegata that I got here, which is another species, it just died. It never really kicked into growth. This one, though, it's looking pretty good. But yeah, one day I'll get another variegata. They're, like, honestly quite easy to get. The most common kind of Stabelia out there. And very awesome flower. Every Stabelia has amazing flowers. They're so weird. And people say that they smell like rotten meat. I've never smelled that, but they say that. I mean, it must be true, because at least at some level, because they get pollinized by flies because of that, just like Rafflesias. You know, Rafflesia is the second biggest flower in the planet. Those apparently have a very strong smell of rotten meat. And yeah, the last flower 1 year ago, it actually got pollinized by flies. There was flies over it all the time. Yeah, they're definitely something. I would love to see one, like, live. But yeah, they say you can like smell Rafflesias from like meters away, like a couple meters away. Last year I tried to smell this one like this close, and I couldn't smell anything. Yeah, it's true. It's true. My Ruda is one of those. So I don't know what is the name of Ruda, either in English or the scientific or whatever, but it's called the Ruda here in Chile, and it's a kind of a common plant that has very strong smell. Pretty much you look at it and it throws smells. That's the joke, but in reality, like if you touch it a little bit, just move it a little bit, it throws like big smell. And I can smell it from my room if someone is like someone touches the plant and my window is open, for example. Yeah, it's like, I guess if you type that and maybe Chile or plant, you might see it. Just a simple plant that is used for stomach ache, I think. Yeah, I know there's Battleground, but I can't go. Sorry. But keep doing that, so there's no... That way there won't be anyone here. On the MVP. Make sure no one is hiding. Guess not. Thanks. Doesn't matter that much. Like when you kill just your first MVPs, you're kind of like feeling the luck and all that, and you feel really excited. But then when you figure out you have to kill it like 1,000 times, it's really, yeah, like, doesn't feel that important anymore. Plus there's no one else, so it should be alright. I only get stressed when there's anyone else. I could even walk. Let's walk a little bit. Yeah, it's the thing about teleporting. It's like high risk, high regard. You can see it on the first teleport, or you can see it like an hour later, if you're unlucky. Consistent way is just walking. Which I can do if I'm alone. Thanks to Estabelia, I go so fast. For a limited time though. Now, of course, there's always a tiny possibility someone else still showed up and just kill it. While I was looking for it. That is a reality. It has happened to me a couple times. That like people show up late and they got it. Okay, there it is. Yeah, when I'm alone, I'm always conservative, so I don't waste extra bombs. Because I really don't want to waste extra bombs. That's why you don't see me doing this as fast as I did the other day. Okay. With war bosses, yeah. Yeah, they're rough. Like, you saw me on Battleground losing all of them. Out of Battleground is even harder, because on Battleground, you win one Battleground, you get 40 bombs. But here, you have to stock, like, a lot of items first, and then you have to make the bombs, and they have a chance of breaking. And it's like a lot of items. Okay, no card. So yeah, I only spend bombs on this boss. Because of that. It's 5 bombs per boss too. 27? What 27 we are? 26 I would say. So it's 2, let's say 9 plus 5, 14, so it's 2 AM, yeah. Yep, that's the only thing I care. Every other drop from the boss is kind of useless. There's one drop that I can sell, and that's what I do. It maintains a little bit of money, but it's not anything crazy. The card, it's broken. It duplicates your HP at the price of like a lot of defense, like losing a whole lot of defense. But it doesn't matter, like who cares about defense at double HP.